Hi there, and welcome to this month's angel card reading. I'm Stacie, Tatera, medium healer teacher. Glad you could join us, me, the teams, the angels, for this month's reading. Clearly, the year is flying by as we're already doing the February 2026 angel card reading, and super excited to see what the energy holds for this coming month. First and foremost, if you're a February birthday, Aquarius or Pisces, I'm wishing you a very happy birthday. I have quite a few people that fall in birthdays in February as well as March. So happy birthday. And I hope everyone's doing well. And I know January feels like a month that never ends. Here in the Midwest, it's been incredibly cold, and it still is. And for all the years that I don't have a February get out of Wisconsin trip planned because of my knee surgery, it was a bad year not to have a getaway. So I'm just holding on for dear life, as I think so many of us are right now. Tan is all faded, all the things. You're just like, oh my gosh, right? So, but I am doing pretty well. I'm rounding into week 8 of post-knee replacement surgery. Still using a cane when I'm out and about, just so I don't fall or slip on ice. But physical therapy, I call it the torture chamber, is intense. But I did get a look at my hardware in my knee last week, and it was just fascinating to me to see that, I have these parts in my body now, but doing the best I can to get back into the groove of things. But things are moving along, just never as fast as you would like them to. But so far it's better, which is good, right? It's been tough, but again, we're making progress. So just a couple things coming up for you to just kind of have some information on. I do have a group monthly meditation scheduled for the end of February. It is on my website, milwaukeemedium.com. Just sign up, pay cash at the day you come in is $20 for the event. We're meeting between 10 and 11 on I believe it's the 28th of February. It's the last Saturday of the month. So I wanted to get that in. And then I'm also just scheduled and posted. I'm so happy we're moving in this direction. The spring equinox drum circle. Sean Miser is going to be coming in to our space here at Renew Holistic Wellness, and we'll be doing a spring equinox drum circle. It is on Saturday, March the 21st. We're able to do it actually on equinox and take advantage of that energy. I'm super excited that it worked out for us to do this. It's also my daughter's 19th birthday, but she'll be on spring break and not around, so I figured I can work and get away with it this year, right? So if you have an interest in doing the drum circle, I would recommend that you sign up now. Just a credit card to hold your spot, $40 cash the day you do come to the event, because it is limited space and it fills up fast. So again, Saturday, March 21st from 1 to 3, we will be here. If you have a drum, bring it. If you don't, that's okay. If you have a rattle or something that you want to use to participate in the circle, it's a very sharing, healing, pretty cool experience. And I think Sean does a great job of leading us, and I just kind of supporting cast on that day. But it's a great ceremony as we welcome in the new season. And I think all of us will be ready to welcome in spring. So those are a couple of things that I have planned that you may want to check out. My schedule is open, so if you have an interest in scheduling with me, feel free to visit milwaukeemedium.com, look for schedule now, and you'll be able to book whatever kind of session you're interested in. I might have some specials for February, Valentine's Day, as well as something in March to honor my birthday month. So keep an eye out for those promotions. You can visit my site. All the information is always there. If you're on social media, Instagram, MKE Medium 444 is where to find me. And then Facebook, Stacie Tatera, Medium Healer Teacher. I do have 2 pages. I post the same thing on both pages. But just remember that, pay attention to scammers, anybody reaching out to you, soliciting, pretending to be me or any other reader for that matter, trying to solicit you for readings and money. Please just report those accounts and block or delete them because they are not true or real. Okay? So I think that's kind of my notes for what housekeeping is as we move into a new month here. lots of planetary activity going on. It's so much I can't even like keep track of it. But if you're into the astrology piece of things, I encourage you to check all that information out. So I think one of the planets moved out of Pisces after forever and moved into Aries. I can't remember if it's Jupiter. It might be Jupiter. I cannot remember. That's how my brain works right now. So if you're interested in finding out those kinds of things, check it out. Also, February 17th, Fire Horse, Lunar New Year kicks in. So the energy shifts again for us. And obviously it feels like the world's on fire. So I always encourage you to be mindful of yourself, what you can control, be kind, be nice. Meditate, put some good energy out there, pray, do whatever it is you feel you need to do to just kind of participate in a positive way in this world. That would be great. So I'm super excited. This month we're working with Archangel Michael. I have not used this deck in a little bit. When I came in to my office, I was like, all right, who is working with us for February? And the Sword of Light Oracle by Radley Valentine is in Archangel Michael deck, and I was so excited that he stepped up to be a part of what our messages are for the month of February. So let's get moving. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. The first card, this is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have this situation under control. What will come is far better than you dared to dream. So this is speaking really to any of us that are maybe having a difficult time. This, to me, kind of like also it kind of falls in line with our world right now and just everything that's going on around us. I feel like this is a reminder that we need to understand that everything is indeed happening for a reason, whether we understand it, like it makes sense, or it doesn't. But also, if there's something in your life, a situation, something that I can think of several people going through some challenging things right now. And when you're in the thick of it, it doesn't necessarily feel like this is good, because it's not comfortable. It's pushing you to emotionally maybe look at things or to heal some things up that you haven't necessarily addressed just yet. But it's encouraging you to do that. As we move into the energies of 2026, especially as we go into the Lunar New Year in February, things are going to take off. So everything that you've been working on, everything that you've been kind of moving towards is going to start asking you to stand in that power and use that power and strength and worthiness and all the things, like use that moving forward. So it's going to be really important that we're able to kind of lean into that strength for this month. And like I say, these messages can be so valid for any time of the year, but specifically for February, these things are being highlighted. So the other key term phrase in this card is be patient, right? Like I just said with my whole knee process, not a patient person, because I've gone through this so many times. I'm like, I've had enough, right? But we have to be patient and have faith that your angels, your team, God, everything is working for you. And as much as, again, things may seem like maybe unclear or a little blurry, you will get clarity on why things are happening or playing out the way that they are. So be patient, understand that the universe always has your back. And just because you have an idea of where you think things should be going, the universe has higher intentions for what that is. So be open to what that looks like. Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. So this card is interesting. Obviously, if you have some concerns about people that are in your life, friends or family that you may even feel like are going through something challenging or difficult at this time, the big message that I get from this is let go of fear and worry. Your angels, God, the universal energy, source energy, I am looking after them. And Archangel Michael specifically for this deck. And he's that protector. He's one that helps us, protect us, to guide us, to helps us cut our cords from energy, as well as open up paths for us to move forward. This is just a reminder that we can't live in fear. We just can't. It's not healthy. It's not the way our spirit is meant to be. It's not the way we're supposed to live. And I sit here and I say that, and it's easier said than done because it's fearful to worry about our children or your grandchildren or different family members, or especially with what the energy of the world looks like. I mean, my girls are 18 and almost 19 years, or 22 and almost 19 years old. And I think to myself, gosh, this world is nuts, right? Sometimes. But I really trust that they're taken care of and they're watched over. And so this card is asking you to do the same. Now, do your due diligence. If you feel like you need to take action in something in terms of like taking care of someone or addressing things, by all means, do those things. But this is just a really, I think, solid reminder. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. And this is understanding too that all of us have a journey, all of us have a path, all of us have these contractual, soul contracts that we're living through, and that we all have our own journey. So the other thing I get in this message too is that we also have to allow people to live their lives. A lot of times we feel like we want to step in, we want to help. And in some cases, that's a great thing. But in other cases, it can hinder someone's journey and life lessons. So I would ask you to be mindful, especially in this month, of how much you're getting involved, or that you what I hear is like, be careful not to interfere, right? There's a fine line between like helping and like interfering with things. So just some things to think about. So check in with your intuition, make sure when you do that things feel good for you as far as like, assisting someone or asking them if they need help. I'm a person that, especially as I've gotten older, that I really kind of let people do their thing. And when they come to me and ask for help or guidance or assistance, I'm there. But outside of that, I don't get involved. And so, or at least I try not to. So it's kind of a rule of thumb that's helped me as I've gotten older, and being a very empathic, sensitive individual, I feel and want to help and all the things. And so boundary wise, I've had to kind of like pull back on what that is, because again, people are responsible for their journeys, for their actions, for their decisions, and there's lessons through their soul contracts that they need to experience. So I often am like, well, clearly there's some things going on for these people, or whatever this is, especially on the world stage, and it's playing out the way it needs to. When someone comes and asks me for help, then you can decide if that's what you want to do. But again, just something to think about. But this is just a reminder. And again, it's that big, like, move out of that fear space. Don't live in fear and anger. And like, it's just, again, it's not our natural state at all, especially as a soul being. And the more that we can kind of reset and kind of move into almost like a neutrality and just an understanding that this is the way things need to play out, I think the better off we're going to be. So again, some things to think about. Don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine, and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. So this is a reminder, especially again, as we go into, again, we step into this Lunar New Year. Everything that I've been reading about the energy as we get into February, as things are kind of like gonna move, especially in our own personal lives, like projects, creative projects, jobs, things that you've had on the back burner. They're like, let's go, let's move this. The fact that there's like a bunch of butterflies in this card, also kind of in like symbolically transformation. So you may feel some things that were cocooning now starting to blossom, if you will. So this is also, don't settle. Like, understand your worthiness, understand what you're worth and what should and could be in your life. So don't settle for less. Like, this can be applied into so many areas of your life. This could be in the workplace. This could be in a relationship, in a marriage, with your children, teaching our children, or, the kids or grandkids who are in your life, is teaching them that they deserve the very best. Sometimes we got to work for that. It's not always handed to us, but it is also a message of don't give up. Like, if you are frustrated with something, again, because the energies are kind of been, going to be shifting, don't give up on your dreams. I still have a book sitting in, a file in my computer, and every once in a while I'm like, kind of getting ready to make a move on what I'm going to do with that, right? So we'll see, but it is very much this message of don't undervalue yourself, don't sell yourself short, don't give up on things that you know and feel that you need to be moving forward on, and you deserve to have your dreams come true. And so I feel like that's a very loving, special message. The other thing I get on this message too is that if you continue to think that you don't deserve it, well, again, what are you putting out energetically? And then the universe responds to that. So again, don't settle for less, don't sell yourself short. So really great cards for this month. Interesting, kind of different, which is what I wanted for this month. So Archangel Michael assists with giving us. So looking at things that through the lens of this is a blessing in disguise. The other card, your loved ones are safe, and we're letting go of fear and worry about our loved ones, understanding that there is divine timing and path for all of us. And we are not settling for anything less than we should have. So those are really great, very positive cards. So I'm using the Crystal Spirit card for the card deck for this month's orange calcite is the crystal of the month. That's so pretty. I love heart stones. Like those are like my favorite. So let's read what orange calcite brings to the table for us. So pretty. And I remind you that here at Renew Holistic Wellness, we do offer retail products, crystals included. As a reminder, it's best to schedule a time to come in to shop. So if you know you're coming in to see me and you want a little extra time to shop, shoot me an email ahead of time so I can make sure I have enough time or someone's here to help you. Because everyone here at Renew is by appointment only. So we're all kind of letting people in based on our schedules. But if you go to Renew Holistic Wellness and you go to their scheduling, you can actually schedule a shopping time. And I think they're in 15 to 20 minute increments. I'm pretty sure 15 minutes. You can come in, take a look around. And again, if you know you want a little extra time when you see me, shoot me an email, milwaukeemedium@gmail.com, text me, I don't care, whatever. Just give me a heads up so you have some time to browse. The other place, Remedy Within in Elm Grove, and Tammy has a great shop. She's actually in Tucson right now at the big crystal shows down there, gearing up to bring back like hundreds of pounds worth of stuff. So I always love to see what she brings back when she goes on those shopping events. But orange calcite looks like creativity, the pleasure of birthing something new, sensuality, and sexuality. Well, that's very interesting, right? Creative force of the conscious universe flows through you, and this is a fertile time for you as you feel your connection to the source of all inventiveness. Right now, your ability to channel creativity and birth something new is exceptional. Orange calcite spirit message is to fully inhabit that role of artist and co-creator, for you are the creative type right now. So this is really asking you to kind of lean into your creative juices, if you will, and really kind of roll with that energy. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else. The other thing it kind of speaks to is begin to heal the wound of the past created when you were told no or said no to your potential. Say yes to yourself today, for your creative soul is urging you to let it express itself. So really like creative, it's feeling that kind of like we were talking about, like that creative energy, especially with the don't give up kind of message. Like if you have, you know, something that you've been working on, or you want to get more into, orange calcite for this month is definitely gonna, you know, kind of, and it's so funny because I'm literally drinking an orange mango drink right now, orange calcite. So I don't know, maybe something going on with that, which is pretty cool and interesting. But that's who is helping. That is the crystal. That's who, crystal, you get it, that's helping with us this month. So thanks so much for joining and listening. And I'm excited for 2026. I hope you are too. I feel like for me, things are kind of like turning around, but it's definitely been very kind of, I'm easing back into things. So things are slow. So I know some people have asked about Reiki classes. I don't see myself doing anything before March or April for classes. And I am working on doing my first gallery event at the end of March locally here in Milwaukee. So stay tuned if you have been wanting to do a group reading. I'm waiting on some dates to come through, and I'm hopeful that we'll be able to do that end of March, early April. So stay tuned. But again, follow me on socials. Best way to keep in touch. Also, MilwaukeeMedium.com. And as always, if you have any questions, just reach out. And as always, thanks for your referrals. So much of my business is referral based. So thank you all for that. And if you've had a good experience, a positive experience with me through a reading or service, feel free to go to my website, look at my Google review at the bottom of the home page, and can write a Google review. It does help other people. So enjoy the month. Hopefully we get warm at some point, but hang in there and be good to yourself and be good to other people. And we'll talk soon. Take care.